I say this with no exaggeration, but Dustborn is the worst game I have ever played in the history of my life. And yes, I did play it, a couple hours of it. And if you want to see how torturous that VOD was from the stream, you can find that here on my stream VODs. It was a hilariously fun time dunking on the game, but even doing that, I could only handle 2 hours. That's it. And I did get my Steam refund, so all is well. However, let's talk about the cope and seethe that is going on with the developers at Dustborn, because I mean, the problem can't be the game, right? No way. It's not that this is a game where you don't even have to do anything right to be able to progress, in the music portion of the game, and you miss every single note. No, it's not. It couldn't be that the writing is absolutely abysmal and incoherent and forced with all of these woke ideologies to try to brainwash people. Couldn't be that either. And it also, there's no way that it could be that the characters are so beyond insufferable that you don't even want to look at them. That would be impossible. No, of course, it's not that. What it really is it's us alt-right influencers that are manipulating the masses because people can't think for themselves. And obviously, they would like this game if we said it was good. That's it! Of course! Okay, let's dive into this video. So that Park Place covers this saying, Dustborn developer Red Thread Games claims response to game has been drowned out by a tidal wave of hate and abuse. Okay, response to game. I mean, hardly anybody even played it, bro. So let's be real. So Red Thread Games, the developer of Dustborn, claimed the conversation around the game has been drowned out by a tidal wave of hate and abuse. In a post to company's official X account, it wrote, "Since we first announced Dustborn, we've read your comments and listened to your feedback, hopes, and wishes for the game. Over the past 4 years, our team has poured their hearts into telling a story that's deeply meaningful to us. A story about the power of words, about building a world where everyone can feel safe, about love, friendships, and robots, of course." Okay, so they're saying about how words, the power of words, mind you, the main character, who is supposed to be the good protagonist, uses words and even has the abilities cancel and bully. But that's good, right? The main character is quite literally an angry black woman trope who bullies her peers, her friends, and everyone around her and manipulates them with her words. So kind of missed the mark there. The robot police were the most based out of everything I saw there. It was hilarious on this bus scene. He's like pushing them off the bus and he says, "People don't like politics in their media." And I was like, based robot. But I mean, obviously it's supposed to be bad guy because a cab, even the robots and stuff, obviously, according to their narratives. All right, so the company continued, "We expected Dustborn to spark conversation and debate and looked forward to engaging with our partners in a positive and constructive fashion. Unfortunately, that conversation has been drowned out by a tidal wave of hate and abuse." How can you expect a constructive conversation when you quite literally have just created the most meme-worthy clown game of all time? It then declared, "We welcome thoughtful feedback and respectful criticism." While they turn the replies off. "We embrace discussion and debate, but we have zero tolerance for hate speech, harassment, and threats of any kind." I don't see anybody being threatened. I mean, the only thing they're being threatened is a refund on their Steam purchase, which is deserved. "Those who engage in such behavior will be removed from our community." To everyone else, thank you for coming on this journey with us. Your support means everything, and your constructive feedback continues to push us to learn and evolve. Together, let's continue building a world where everyone can feel valued and empowered to share their stories. The company concluded. I mean, this was my response after I streamed the game. I said people asking, so is Dustborn really as bad as people are saying it is? Me. Refund request received. Refund granted, right? And so this was when they said a message from Red Thread to our community. And what's hilarious about this, I saw somebody else quote tweeted him and said, can't you just DM them? Meaning like their community is so tiny. You can just send them a DM. You don't have to make a big post like this. I don't even think, what was their record concurrent? Like 63 players or something like that. It was really bad. I said, I already removed myself from y'all's community and was sure to tell Steam that your game was the worst I've ever played. You guys who watched me live, you saw in real time me submitting that refund request. And I said something to the effect of, this is the worst game I've ever played in my life. I am begging and pleading for a refund. And they gave me a refund. All right. So of note, the company turned off replies and did not provide any evidence of hate speech, harassment, threats. Not only did Red Thread Games make a statement, but so did the game's publisher, Quantic Dream. It was posted, we want to express our heartfelt support for our partners at Red Thread Games. We stand united against hate in all its forms and are committed to fostering communities built on understanding and respect. It too turned off replies. Furthermore, ex-user Madam Savvy, she's a trooper because she actually beat the whole game on stream, who played the game, notes the game encourages and approves of deception, manipulation, and bullying. She wrote as part of a lengthy response to Red Thread Games, you want to tell a story about the power of words. Why did you choose to use words of hate and hurt for the main character? Why are we forced to use words of violence against our own friends? These are unavoidable moments no matter what you do. She questioned, you say you want to build a world where everyone can feel safe. Then why did every single person we come across have their life ruined by the player character and the group? Why aren't the powers of Pax, the main character, something like salve or healing? Why is everything based on manipulation? It is. And that's what's crazy about this. And then they act like it's a good thing because that's how these activists act on social media and in real life. Granted, most of it's on social media because people like this do not typically touch grass. But that being said, yeah, that's how they act. They want to manipulate, they want to bully, they want to cry bully, and they want to play victim whenever they have to take any sort of accountability. Madam Savvy continued, where was the love when we bullied Fred and lied about her? Fred's a girl? Okay, I didn't make it that far. Pax's mother grows opium for a cult that's never mentioned again. Is that love? Why would she put her own people in danger by growing opium of all things? It's a highly addictive drug and it can be used to keep people compliant. I'm sure you understand what I'm insinuating. She then reiterated, is it friendship when we are forced to manipulate our friends to bully Theo? Why can't we prank Sai while she prays, but we can prank Theo who has done nothing wrong? For you to write what you did, you must like modern SpongeBob Squidward torture episodes where he doesn't do anything to deserve it. In a previous post responding to Kotaku's review of the game, Savvy shared more about the game and its encouragement of bullying, deception, and manipulation. I'm not too sure how people with powers who admit to being con artists can be oppressed, exactly, or people with money. Noam is rich, and Pax openly manipulates people to avoid situations. You are forced into triggering your friends, and none of your actions can cause any consequences, as they'll always reassure you that you did the right thing. She continued, interestingly enough, justice is never actually shown to do anything Wrong. When you visit your own mother, she is running a cult in the woods. And like any cult who needs to make money, they grow illegal drug plants, opium to be exact. It's also interesting how we are forced to bully and lie about Fred, the barefoot ginger queen, who just wants us to leave. If the mother is so caring and good, why would she put her people in harm's way by growing opium? Fred is left to be reprogrammed and we never hear back from her. I hope she found some shoes. This review also fails to mention how about the memes and disinformation, or rather the fact that the player character is the source of disinformation. It also fails to mention that we are also forced into bullying our friend Theo, who is a good Catholic Mexican, while he is having a minor crisis of belief, she shared. On the other hand, you aren't allowed to mess with or bully the sex-obsessed, overweight Sai, the artist named after the paint tool Sai, while she engages in Muslim prayer. That's the thing about that character too, because, okay, all-time peak was 83. So it almost made it to 100 concurrent. But yeah, anyway, this game has been a colossal flop. We even got Black Girl Gamers complaining here because Kotaku says Dustborn developers condemn tidal weight of hate and abuse directed at the team. And then Black Girl Gamers says, this is disgusting. Something has to be done about the rampant and abusive culture that's happening. It can't just be swept under the rug. The team were super sweet when we met them. Okay, what I want to know is, what is this abusive culture? Is in the room with us today? Because all I know is all of the hate that I've seen surrounding this game has been from us memeing on it, has been from us joking at how much of a laughing stock this game is. I haven't seen anybody threaten any developers or anything of that nature. It has just been like, wow, this game is so terrible, it's hilarious. Oh, look, nobody's playing this stupid game because this game is dumb. Let's talk about how dumb the game is. That's what it is. So I guess they think that's abusive. That's hate speech. Meanwhile, these people will support canceling people for using a no-no word that they don't approve of, and they want to ruin that person's life. They will straight up tell you to unalive yourself if you use a word they do not like. Trust me, I experience this all the time when I use my favorite slur. So, anyway, there you have it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And if you would like me to read the Bible to you, you can check out my Bible channel, Bible Time with Melanie Mack. Thank you all again. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.